Are you thinking of using Unreal Engine for your indie game? Well then, it's time for another edition of our Game Engine Showcase series. In this video, we are taking a look at our favorite indie games developed using Unreal Engine. Get ready for some inspiring titles that showcase what you can create in Unreal. We are Ask Gamedev, and these are 8 hit indie games made using Unreal Engine. Welcome back! We make videos on how to elevate your games and inspire others. First on our list of indie games made with Unreal Engine is Dead by Daylight from Behavior Interactive. Originally released June of 2016 for Windows, this title was later released for PlayStation and Xbox One in 2017. During development, Behavior Interactive decided to create a horror game unlike any other, choosing to opt out of the use of NPCs and instead bring together a total of 5 players in a deadly 4-on-1 cat-and-mouse match. Having gone through several prototype phases during the initial development stages, the Dead by Daylight concept began in Unity and was later transferred to Unreal Engine 4 for its final production and release. Gameplay consists of 4 survivors with the goal to restart generators that will open the gates to safety as they explore their surroundings in a third-person perspective. The 5th player views the horror scene in a first-person view as they play their favorite serial killer and hunt their fellow players in order to sacrifice them to an entity. Aside from visuals, sound plays an integral role in gameplay. Killers listen for footsteps, generators backfiring, and the pained sounds of injured survivors during their hunt. The survivors must keep their cool as they listen for each killer's unique array of noises. The signals blend in with their own heartbeat as it rises in both volume and speed the closer the killer gets. 2016 saw Dead by Daylight winning the Canadian Game Awards Fan Choice for Best Canadian-Made Game. Next on our list is Observer, an indie psychological horror title developed by Blooper Team's 30 individuals using Unreal Engine 4. The title saw releases in 2017 for Windows, Mac, Linux, and Xbox One, followed by a PS4 release in 2018. Players control neural detective Dan Lazarski, whose job is to search for clues by hacking into the minds of suspects to exploit their worst fears. The unstable minds of criminals and victims in this dark dystopia setting bring a whole new level of cyberpunk horror to video games. Critics praised Observer's world design, visual effects, and hacking sequences, with Game Informer distinguishing the game as one of the best adventure games of 2017. Third on our list, we have A Hat in Time, developed by Gears for Breakfast. This title was released in 2017 for Windows, Mac, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. Development for this title began in August 2012, with founder Jonas Karlov as the sole developer, eventually growing into Gears for Breakfast with a team spanning 4 countries. The team was essentially made up of volunteers in its early stages. Designed as a platform action-adventure title, A Hat in Time is set in an open-world environment where players are able to freely explore 4 levels. There, they collect items, solve puzzles, and battle enemies. The goal is to collect a total of 40 timepieces, which are found throughout the game. With inspirations from titles such as Super Mario 64 and Banjo-Kazooie, A Hat in Time was able to double its fundraising goals via a Kickstarter campaign, all in a mere 2 days' time. Since its release, A Hat in Time has been nominated for Best PC Game in Destructoid's Game of the Year Awards in 2017 and Best Platformer in IGN's Best of 2017 Awards. Coming in at number 4 is Hello Neighbor, a survival stealth horror title developed by Dynamic Pixels in Unreal 4. Released as an alpha build in 2015 on Dynamic Pixels' website, it was later approved as an early access title by Steam's Greenlight program. This allowed the first pre-alpha version of the game to be released in September of 2016. The following months saw additional development and alpha releases until Hello Neighbor entered its beta phase on July 25, 2017, followed by its official release in December of 2017 for Windows and Xbox One. Additional releases for the Nintendo Switch, PS4, Android, and iOS came in 2018. Hello Neighbor's gameplay consists of players attempting to sneak into their creepy neighbor's home to uncover puzzle-guarded secrets. In the game, AI adds difficulty as the neighbor's behavior adjusts with each visit based on the player's past actions. A prequel, Hello Neighbor: Hide and Seek, was released in 2018, and in June of 2018, Hello Neighbor publisher Tiny Build announced an expansion scheduled for release sometime this year in 2019 called Secret Neighbor. Moving on to number 5, we have Abzû, an adventure title developed by Giant Squid Studios and released for Windows, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Development on Abzû lasted 3 years, with a team consisting of 13 individuals. Design for Abzû started with a strong inspiration from the 2012 title Journey, as creator and art director Matt Nava, who was also the art director on Journey, brought together his love for ancient cultures, the ocean, and scuba diving. Gameplay consists of players controlling a diver who explores the ocean's underwater environments, hidden technologies, and ruins. Players quickly learn there is more to their role as a diver than initially thought as they work to restore life back to the ocean. Giant Squid's next game, The Pathless, was also recently announced. At number 6 is Obduction, an adventure title developed by Cyan Worlds in Unreal Engine 4. This title has been viewed as a spiritual successor to Cyan's previous adventure games Myst and Riven. In this title, players find that their character has been transported to a strange alien world. There, they must explore alien and human-like environments, solve puzzles, and make decisions that may affect the game's ending. They do all this in order to return home to Earth. Obduction was founded via a Kickstarter campaign in October 2013, raising $1.3 million, and was later released for Windows in 2016 and Mac in 2017. Noah Caldwell-Gervais of Polygon stated that Cyan succeeded in making another adventure that feels truly timeless. Coming in at number 7 is Ashen, an action RPG developed by New Zealand studio A44 in Unreal Engine. Released in 2018 for Windows and Xbox One, Ashen is set in a low fantasy environment where players explore an open-world, sunless environment in search of a home. The in-game geography and ecosystems were developed based on a realistic model for players to incorporate intelligent playstyles. This can be done either as a solo player or cooperatively with a friend. Some mobs have the ability to erode the environment, forcing players to adjust their combat strategy. Combat has been described as similar to that seen within the Souls series, being high risk with stamina playing a major role. Currently available in the Epic Games Store, Ashen has received multiple recognitions, including receiving the Eurogamer Recommended mark. Before we review the 8th title, let's take a look at 3 exciting up-and-coming releases. We'll start with Dead Static Drive by developer Mike Blackney, an in-development, horror-driving indie title with comic book-style art. Players explore their environment via driving and walking, all while keeping a close watch on their sanity as they explore, fight off monsters, steal vehicles, and pick up hitchhikers in this epic road trip adventure. This game looks great. Next is Psychonauts 2 by Double Fine Productions. Due to popular demand by an extensive fanbase, Double Fine has sought to crowdsource the needed finances for official development of the Psychonauts sequel. The title was announced at the Game Awards 2015 ceremony with an expected release date sometime this year in 2019. A total of nearly $4 million have been raised since the beginning of 2016. In this title, players control Raz, a newly graduated psychonaut with an array of psychic abilities which he uses to delve into the minds of others. With a full trailer release at the Game Awards 2018, early 2019 saw Psychonauts 2 in alpha stages of development. Third and upcoming is Atomic Heart by Munfish, an action RPG FPS title full of style and eeriness. Events in this title unfold in an alternate universe during the high noon of the Soviet Union. Players control a Soviet KGB officer who is sent out on an assignment to Facility 3826 to determine what exactly went wrong in this horror setting. IGN stated this was the coolest trailer of the year, and it's definitely worth getting excited for. Finally, at number 8 on our top indie titles made with Unreal Engine, we have Astroneer. Developed by system-era Softworks in Unreal Engine 4, Astroneer was released for early access in December 2016 and is expected to leave its alpha state in February 2019. Players can go solo or invite friends as they are tasked with colonizing planets in this sandbox adventure title. Players must learn to survive in hostile environments as they gather resources, terraform, craft useful tools, and build structures from a third-person perspective. Thanks for watching. For more Ask Gamedev, check out this video featuring our favorite indie games made with Unity, or this playlist of more game engine showcases.